right, we are back in the garage and we are changing out the screen on the 2019 F150. For those of you familiar, we had put the Sync 4 system in, but I just finished removing it and I'm going to be putting a Sync 3 system in the truck right away. Now, when we initially installed the Sync 4 system, I didn't have a chance to really go through every fine-tuned setting. There's a few things that have come up since installing the Sync 4 system that has forced me to go back to a Sync 3 system. I found that I lost the ability to control my ambient lighting, I cannot control my heated steering wheel, and the remote, the Forward Pass app, doesn't work with the Sync 4 system. So those are three big features that I need and want on this truck, especially for resale. We're about to sell this truck. We're trying to get it prettied up to sell, see if we can't make a profit off of it. But I need those functions working because that's a huge selling point on these trucks is the Forward Pass app specifically. But people buying a Lariat want to see those functions work. So we're going back to the Sync 3 system to see if we can't get those functions back. Otherwise, I'm stuck going all the way back to the 8-inch screen. I'm hoping that the 12-inch Sync 3 system will solve these issues, but only time will tell. Now, if you're here for a full install video, I won't be doing a full install on the system because the install process is exactly the same as the Sync 4 system, which I already have done and I have a video on it. So I'll put that link in the description below and you guys go check out the full install process on that guy, but it's the same like for like install on the Sync 3 versus the Sync 4. It's the same process. The harnesses may look slightly different, but you'll be able to figure out when it comes time to install the Sync 3 if that's the way you're going. So there's a few things I quickly need to do. I need to transfer over the climate control settings onto this unit here. And then once I do that, I basically just have to mount the computer and that's it. There's not too much to it. And in my opinion, it's not worth re-showing an entire video for a couple of screws, really 8 screws. So go check out that video if you guys want the full install and we will see right away if this fixes our issues. All right, so it's been a couple days since installing the 12-inch Sync 3 on the truck and removing that Sync 4 system we previously had it and previously installed. But I wanted to take a couple days to drive it around to make sure nothing else came up that isn't working, wasn't working, isn't compatible like we were seeing with the Sync 4 system. And I must say, very impressed with the results. So if we go ahead and we turn the accessory power on, you can see we have our typical startup screen. And this is what our 12-inch screen looks like. It looks identical to the 8-inch screen, but in a 12-inch, more modern looking setup. And I must say, even just going from that sort of small 8-inch look to this 12-inch look, it does wonders for the interior, helps sort of modernize the steering wheel we just installed, and kind of keeps everything just very, very nice and fresh. And I'm just very happy with how this system, the Sync 3 system, actually turned out. So if you look at our audio screen, if you have satellite radio, this is what you kind of can expect. I obviously don't have a subscription right now, but well, that's sort of what your interface would look like minus this pop-up here. Try to find a good place to position the camera, but maybe I'll just kind of put it down right there to give you guys a bit of a better idea. Hopefully there's not as much glare if I set the camera down like that. But here's your sort of Sirius satellite radio screen. That's sort of how it looks. I don't have a subscription obviously, so it's not working, but that's what your new layout would look like if you use satellite radio. But the main features that weren't working before were if we go into our settings, we lost the ability to we go to, I think, video or vehicle, sorry, video. We go to vehicle and then we go to ambient lighting and we lost this feature, right? To be able to adjust our ambient lighting, to turn it on. So we had no ambient lighting and that's something I want. But a lot of these settings we lost. The backup camera didn't even work on the Sync 4 system. We've got that back. And if we go into the climate control here, we maintain that steering wheel heating option, which is right there, right? So nice to see that button. It does work. I did confirm when I installed this aftermarket steering wheel, I wasn't even sure if the heated steering wheel function worked because I kind of had to MacGyver the connection of this custom steering wheel by Custom Interiors, but the heating function does work. So that's great that not only did we regain it on the Sync 3 system, but it works with the custom steering wheel. So great news on that front. And then the other big issue was the Forward Pass app didn't work. We couldn't connect the truck, we couldn't see the truck, and we couldn't see any of the information. So with this 12-inch Sync 3 system, we have regained all of our previous functions regarding the app. So everything does work if I go ahead and turn the truck on. You can obviously hear that and tell that it does work. So nice to see. We'll turn it off. And then it's obviously up to date with our fuel mileage, odometer reading, all of that good stuff. So happy to see that working again. Now I think the idea of going with the Sync 4 system on an older truck is a good idea, but you lose so many functions, especially with those higher trim F-150s. If you have an XL or an XLT, you don't really have a lot of features to begin with. And what I mean by that is, if we look at our dash here, a lot of our features and functions that are now on the newer Sync 4 systems are embedded into our gauge cluster here. So we have a lot of settings that are built into this LED gauge cluster that doesn't work with the Sync 4 screen. So you can't see your fuel economy, you can't see your nav. None of the fancy features that the Sync 4 boasts about work on the Sync 3 setups or the older trucks basically. So really, in my opinion, not worth upgrading to the Sync 4 because you don't get any of the features, you just get the prettier screen at the end of the day. So losing those functions aren't worth that visual upgrade, the newer upgrade. Instead, I'd rather have sort of the blown out 8-inch screen to the 12-inch screen. And by making that change, you don't compromise in the graphics of the screen. Everything looks really, really good. Obviously, like I said, here's our climate control page. We have our nav, that all works as well. Like everything works as it should. And if I plug in our Android Auto here, I'll plug in my phone. This error comes up, this caution error. It just says a USB device is not supported. I don't know why it says that. It always goes into it. So I'm not too sure why that error pops up, but no issues with the Android Auto. And if you guys remember on the Sync 4 system, we could only get it to an 8-inch screen, whereas now we get the full Android Auto in the 12-inch screen. So a lot nicer. It just works better in my opinion. We have this massive nav screen now with the Android Auto. And if you have Apple CarPlay, I'm sure it's gonna be much of the same thing. And then we have obviously our Spotify. You can blow that up into a big image as well. And then all of your settings and all that kind of stuff. So Android Auto works really, really well on this Sync 3 system. Now, if you're wondering what's with the sort of color grade of this screen, it's because it's actually a Lincoln Navigator theme. And this is how it actually came. I'm almost certain you can change it with a Forescan tool to whatever you want. I would like to try to change it to the GT Performance like I had on my last truck. So that's something I'm gonna do in the very near future here. But you get this sort of gray gradient look with this theme. And in my opinion, it's super clean. So I think there's a few different themes you can choose from. We'll go background here. And then there's different, I know it's really hard to see because of all the reflection off the screen, but you have a dark, like this is a pitch black, that's a black. There was a few preview day, maybe that's why. There. Now you have a couple different colors. So you can do more of like a beige color. This is just a gray. This is more of a greeny color, and this is kind of like a bluey color. I'm not too sure what I just previously had it on, but we'll go with the kind of the greener, or do we go with the beige maybe? Contrast maybe a little bit better with our steering wheel. But regardless, you do have some options there, and then your nighttime preview looks like, I guess, so if let's just say, okay, let's just go back, we accepted that, and then we'll go to the daytime screen here. And then you have your beige look, so whenever you kind of come over to all your controls here, that's sort of how it looks, kind of a goldy beige, whatever you want to call it. And then if we switch it to night mode, I was like, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so then it's just a pure black background. There's no gradient whatsoever from what I can tell. It's just a pure black background. If that's sort of what you're into, that's what you get with this sort of theme. So you can always keep it on the night style, and then you always have this nice black back screen with all of your sort of white digital fonts and the rest of your settings. So this is a pure black screen there. I'm sure this would look really, really good at night, but you do have some options. And then when you turn the truck off, and there's like the navigator shut off screen. That's like the only discrepancy with this Sync 3 screen. I'm pretty sure I can change it with a Forescan tool, even to revert it back to that original F150 color scheme if that's what you're looking for. But I'm actually looking for that Ford GT Performance splash screen. So that's something I'm gonna try down the road. But the only discrepancy is that sort of navigator end screen, because when we do turn it on, it is the Ford logo that flashes there, just like that. It's not like you get like a Lincoln emblem or anything like that. And then ultimately it's just up to you to decide whether it's worth going from that 8-inch screen to the 12-inch screen. But I wanted to point out that everything is retained, the factory options are all retained, and I had a lot of issues with the Sync 4 system. Now I believe CarABC has withheld sales on the Sync 4 system because of these ongoing issues that obviously not only me have reported to them, but other customers as well. And I think it's definitely a buyer beware when it comes to any brand of these 12-inch screens, that you could potentially lose a lot of your factory options by upgrading to those Sync 4 systems, going with a fully Android Auto screen. Those are something to keep in mind, is that will you retain those functions, especially on the higher trims. So the nice thing about this 12-inch screen is you retain everything, and it's built for the 2017 to 2020 F150 models. So once again, a nice upgrade to the Lariat, a nice steering wheel complemented by the nice 12-inch screen, and just really happy with how this whole interior is looking. I'm in love with this interior. I almost like it more some days than my Tremor interior, just because of the big panoramic moonroof, and just I feel like these center consoles flow a lot better than the newer trucks, in my opinion. The newer ones are a little bit more bulkier and a little bit more flat, and it's just these ones, and I like how these have the lid. The new ones don't have a lid, well, at least the trim I don't, which is crazy. But I feel like these center consoles flow really, really nicely compared to the newer trucks. So like I said earlier, I have a full install video on the Sync 4 system, which is a copy and paste of the Sync 3 12-inch screen installed. So if you're watching this video hoping for an install, make sure you guys go check out the Sync 4. It's the exact same thing and should help you out. If you happen to have any questions regarding this install, please let me know in the comments below. I am happy to help you. Aside from that, that's all I have today. We got a lot more yet to come for the F150 Lariat. We have a lot more yet to come for the Tremor. So hopefully I'll have another video posted very soon. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.